What's up, everybody? We kind of just having like really like a look back to a lot of shit that kind of went down this year and shit like that, man. As I look back with this being December, I want to tell you this has been one of the most deadliest years when it comes to the entertainers and the rappers in Chicago. It got pretty deadly this year. Um, not as far as losing a lot of rappers, but we lost a lot of rappers this year. But we lost a lot of top artists, and it shows you that guys were easy to get to. I don't know how guys had all these millions of views and shit like that, and they were able to be touched, but that lets you know that no one is untouchable. We all witnessed King Von murder this year. We witnessed FBG Duck murder this year. And they both were captured for the internet, for all the fans and shit to see. I thought that was kind of crazy too this year. We see the dynamic between the street shit and the rap shit. It seemed like the industry and YouTube opened up the floodgates for a lot of the wrong people to get in the rap game. You get what I'm saying? I'm not here to down nobody or disrespect nobody, but the rap game kind of went from people saying, man, they faking shit like that to everybody being murderers and killers and shit like that. So that's what I think this whole year in 2020. Besides the pandemic in the rap game, I seen a lot of scamming with the rappers and shit like that. I seen a lot of scamming coming to an all-time high this year. Somehow people got their mind together and they was able to jump in the white collar. So I see a lot of rappers able to fund their career with a lot of money. Uh, 2020 had a lot of money floating in the streets in the rap game. A lot of young upcoming artists I seen with that bag and shit like that. So I'm not sure where the game came from, but a lot of young dudes, man, there's niggas out here 15, 16 years old on that scamming shit with 50, 60, 70,000 put up in a book bag in their room some motherfucker well. So I noticed that, the rap game got a little smarter. And I'm gonna tell you another thing I noticed. I noticed that it ain't really um about the bars no more. You get what I'm saying? It's about telling your story. It's about people being able to relate to your story and you putting a visual with it. Nobody want to see the screenshot in the music. People want to see your face. They want to see you going through a situation that kind of match the video. And they don't care about that lyrical, physical, spiritual, lyrical, miracle. They don't care about all that shit. They want to hear bars that they can relate to. You get what I'm saying? And then another thing I noticed is that a lot of guys who've been rapping for a long time finally getting the respect that I think they deserve. Guys like G Herbo, guys like Lil Durk. I think Durk is the prime example from a guy who had got in the game and worked on his craft, and then you look back 8, 9, 10 years later, he then progressed every year to the point where I believe he the hottest artist in the game. I'm not saying he drops the hottest songs, the hottest beats, but he been on a nice little trajectory, a nice little climb. So I noticed that. So, and I just want to tell people, man, we got to cut the violence out. That's another thing I want to tell guys. The violent shit then got to a level where it's dangerous, where killing people became the new fighting. You know what I'm saying? Uh, it then got to a level where people is wearing the guns like outfits. Everybody riding around in cars trying to kill somebody. It ain't no more respect in the streets no more. It's no more honor among thieves and shit like that. Um, I notice it's wild out here. It's renegade. It's like a game of 32 ad man for itself. You will lose your life out here, especially if you start entangling into them rap beefs and you ain't really like on that shit. Cause a lot of these niggas use a rap beef to kind of blow their career up while y'all fans singing this shit and us bloggers promoting this shit and pumping this shit is really dead people they're talking about in that song. So I noticed there's a lot of trickery shit in this rap shit. You get what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you another thing I noticed. Another thing I noticed is a lot of these rappers, man, be losing their lives and shit, and they be dying and all kind of shit like that, and it be ads and shit still running on their YouTube videos. I be looking at this shit like, damn, YouTube making a lot of money off of this shit. Look, they ain't paying that much money per $1 million. I mean, per million views. You get 1 million views, they're not finna cut you that big of a check. So just think about it. For them to give you that small percentage off a million views, imagine how much they making off that shit just to give you that small percentage. So you take guys like L.A. Capone, who got songs on YouTube. You take people like, you know what I'm saying, Newski, Crump, the locked up people like TK and all kind of people, man. YouTube that made billions and billions and billions of dollars on them, and nobody never once blamed them. They always blame the rappers for making them gang banging ass drill songs, but we don't own none of them platforms. Let's just be honest. None of us rappers are black motherfuckers on WGCI, Power 92.2, the radio stations, BET, MTV, Spotify, Google, YouTube, Tidal. That shit owned by y'all motherfuckers, man. So I'm just showing y'all that shit, man. So I see a lot of funny shit going on with the music and shit. You know, it is a lot of violence in the music, and I'm not gonna lie. I think the violence do spike the music. I'm just being honest, so don't get mad at me, but I do think it's a craft and it's a thin line when you try to blame the rappers instead of digging deep and understanding that it's people in business suits spending millions to promote these songs. So it's a motherfucking white man with a two-piece suit on and a vest who just dropped off $2 million to all these radio stations to promote Dirk new song that's doing shots at Tekashi 6ix9ine. You get what I'm saying? So you can't let this shit go over y'all head, though. You know what I'm saying? And I want to do my official breakdown, man. December 31st, my new blog gonna drop. I'm gonna be talking about everything that happened the whole year. So y'all be ready and be on the lookout for that. We almost at 1,000 subscribers, so I want y'all to keep hitting the subscriber button. I appreciate that. Hit the like button too. When you hit the like button, it make the video climb. A lot of people be able to see the videos and shit like that when you hit the like button, man. So it's the homie Truth Teller. I appreciate y'all being on this journey with me, man, on my new YouTube channel. Also go subscribe to my main page at We Are the Truth Tellers. It's the homie Truth. Be that.